Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. Sam, you feel the cool and warm water of the ocean slowly drifting as you float, feeling the waves sort of lift you up and then back down and then up and then back down. And then a crushing wave washes over you. You feel like you're tumbling through space and then you're back on the couch in the ClockTower.
Did I die?
I don't know, did you?
No.
Sam, what did you do? How did you die that fast?
Just kidding. We clicked the watch.
Oh, why?
Jaeger sets the eye down on the table.
Oh.
They just wanted to watch. And then walks back to the mirror and walks right through.
Yeah. Yep, they refused to be buried.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want them messing up our mission. As critical as it is, I didn't really...
We're all gonna just go through that again?
We can go back through there. Oh, saw fishermen. Somebody here.
Okay, so there are people.
I mean, someone built the cage. I don't think that
Gecko
thing did that on its own, so
yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go talk to that fisherman probably, if you guys want to keep doing whatever you're doing. If we click the pocket watch again, it's probably because the fisherman's a monster or something. We'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah. I'm actually gonna, Sam's like backing up. I'm just gonna step through the steps of the mirror.
I nod at Trinket and I go through the mirror.
Let's go.
As all of you step through the mirror, again, shoulder to shoulder, you hear the relaxing sound of the waves on the shore. And you look forward and up the beach, you see that little stick cage, and the little lizard guy goes, and you're like, all right, buddy. He like tries to headbutt the cage to get at you guys. It doesn't do anything. You're pretty sure, I mean, he's not big. You could like pick his tail up with your 2 fingers and he'd just like flail around. Like, you guys all feel your pocket watches go. And they say 2 instead of 3 now.
Huh? We jumped in at the same time, I think, right?
Yeah, did that happen last time?
No.
This has happened before.
Not really. I mean, you look at it, Berret, and you're like, you can't get the vibe of how much time you have here.
The only thing that's different from last time is that we don't have the eye. Was the eye up one of the mission points?
Oh, because it doesn't belong?
It doesn't belong here.
Wait, does that mean any time we bring the eye it becomes a multi-mission?
Indeed.
And we can stay as long as we want? But you have to deal with eye-related trauma?
Doesn't seem worth it. All right, I'm going to go talk to that fisherman.
Okay, I'm going to come with, but I'm going to be in the water. I'm thinking get like...
Are you just going to follow along in the shore?
Yeah.
Please roll an athletics check.
2.
Okay, great. I love that. Are you guys all going to travel up the beach, or are you going to...
I'm going to go with him too.
Okay. As you guys are going up, you're walking along the shore. Sam is drifting, is like happily going through the water. Then it's just like getting a little bit further. And Berret, you start going like, is he good? And then Sam, you realize that you feel yourself getting like pulled by the current out.
Oh. Oh.
You good, Sam?
Yeah.
You don't look good, Sam.
Sam, you're gonna like try and swim back to shore. Roll an athletics check with disadvantage.
That is a 9.
You're trying to swim, and you just still feel yourself getting further and further away from shore.
Oh.
You guys just see Sam getting smaller.
Hold on.
He's like pretty far out now.
Sam is gonna like, and like touch her, like grab what's like like a folded up tiny umbrella and like bap them with it and just levitate.
He spent his spell slot.
Berret was he was like jogging into the water. He got knee high and he goes, oh.
I just imagine Sam standing. And the other thing, Sam, is that now that you're not in the water, now you're out of the water with the like sea breeze and you're wet.
Just like, so Sam's right above the water and then using their hands to push because it has resistance. Just push it to only the top of the water. Like, you know, some people like float with their body on the top of them and use their hands to push off the bottom of the pool. They're just paddling up right above the water to get closer to the shore.
All right, and Sam gets back to the rest of the group as you guys see the like silhouetted head of the fisherman up the shore has definitely turned your direction several times and has just not seemed to care and looked back forward.
I'll just be like waving.
Okay.
Hello.
You don't get a response. You just
We shouldn't scare the fish, I think.
he's just hanging out fishing.
We'll just make
Sam,
our
you're
way
back
away.
on the shore.
Seems like a little shivering, but it's okay.
It's cold. Actually, you're drying off pretty fast. It's like warm over here. So you guys walk all the way to the shore. Do they get all the way to the fisherman? Describe what they see, I guess.
So, Berret, you see a ghost of your past. Instead of being pale, with dark circles under their eyes, this person looks older. Where you before with jet black hair, now there's streaks of gray. They have aged. Their skin is tanned. They're healthy. They're not starving. They look up, they see you, and all you hear them say is, it's that day.
Captain? Is that you?
Hello, Berret.
Meet my new team. This is Trinket, Jaeger, and Sam.
How you doing?
Sam goes a little wave.
Seem to be one light.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of goes, like, walks to the side, like, looks out at the ocean.
Grin is he's employed at an antique shop, free of thought, and
Good for
free of
him.
watch.
Well,
I tried talking him out of it, but he seemed happy. Hopefully he still is, but I'll never know. You seem happy, though. Any bites?
standing my watch.
So I can only imagine that work is yours back there, huh?
You mean the Eldritch Horror kept under watch? That's my doing.
Yeah. How long you been here for?
As long
enough.
as needed.
Yeah. Okay.
Make a perception check, Berret.
8.
You don't see a watch chain. And you're looking for one because you know after every mission you've been on, there are usually only 3, and if this is a multi-mission, there are 2. And if that guy on the beach is 1,
It's like did you work together? Is that possible?
Oh, right. This was the lead chief and commander, or whatever the heck you were. You're
years of serving, never learns leader's rank.
I was the person for the job that needed to be done at a dark time. And your friend Berret here handled themselves admirably. on many occasions.
Might make sense for them.
Yeah, well, I guess you know what we're here for then, huh?
What you need to be here for.
Yeah. Man, what are the odds they send us, huh? Isn't that crazy? It's like the tower knows what it's doing or something.
Right tool for the job.
I can't imagine what must be going through Berret's head, because, like, there's got to be some part of you that's like, fuck, do I have to fight this guy? Like, is this going to turn into a fight? Like, you don't want to fight this guy.
I'm like, so we're gonna talk this out, right?
Sam's like, I mean, the nervous thing where you're like, he's like looking between Berret, looking between this new person, being like, what's the play here? I don't like this.
Oh, believe it or not, I ran into your little, helper guy not too long ago. He didn't really want to stick around and talk, though.
Was it the chief or the attaché?
Attaché!
How is he?
Jittery. He was holding out in a place we call Haven. Yeah, I met him actually at a, Harvest Wars meetup.
There's meetups.
Yeah, good healthy crowd actually. I think, what, 20 people?
20 to 30, somewhere.
20 to 30.
What is this Haven?
It's kind of like a... Sam, like, fumbles the retirement village? Kind of. I don't know. So, there's a space beneath the clock tower you can get down to if you have the right key.
You gotta go into the tower first. It's in the way. You get the door, the creepy door. But if you don't go into the dock, if you go into the dock, then you get shot. Or I got shot. You get killed. You have to have a special sort of light. Girl named Lily's. No, sorry, that's my friend. Lucy. Sorry, girl named Lucy should have. I'm sorry, I sweep myself sad.
I just imagine Jaeger's like staring at the beach. Like, dude, that also sucks because like the owl got to you with the like, hey, you want to know if she's dead? You're just like,
But you can kind of use that light to get down to this, I guess, a collection of us. People have jobs, there's food, there's meetups. You can leave whenever you want and come back. You just need to get back to your clock tower.
And you retain your memories.
Yeah.
That sounds very dangerous.
We have come to that conclusion.
I like it.
drinking big nodding.
Finally, someone gets it.
But the thing is,
It's weird.
They do seem happy.
They
which
do seem happy.
is nice to hear for people who don't want to lose their memories, but still want to be who they are.
And they've self-governed themselves this far, and they have very peaceful, and they don't seem to pose any harm on anyone, so hell, most people don't even know they exist. So, heck, you didn't even know they existed till just now.
I wouldn't trust myself with that.
Yeah.
I
We're all
would
on
get
the
up
same
at that
page.
point, and I would go into the hut, and I'd come out with a coconut, half full of some liquid, and I'd hand it off to you, Jaeger. Pat your shoulder, sit back in my chair, and throw a cast out again.
Then you sit on the sand.
You guys see like a modern fishing pole that he's got that's just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, as I like nudge Sam and I go, he's passed to the east, by the way.
Oh, so it's extra dangerous.
Get your taste of the drink. What is it?
It's a Mai Tai.
nice.
It's a way to help soothe the nerves.
It is better than what you had in Red's bar by a long shot.
It is. I still miss the Red's bar, but however, this is fantastic. And you see him just slowly just taking sips, staring at the water. Like, well,
The hammock's over there. Try it out.
He looks over, nods, and then just walks over to the hammock and just lays down and curls up into a ball. And sips his drink.
Listen, Captain, I don't know how you want to do this or how long you want to be here for. Funny enough, that's actually how I met these guys. I was on a mission of my own with Grin, actually, and they had to pull me back into rotation. But is that something you'd want?
No.
I figured.
Get her closer and closer into the water, like
I'm going again.
just letting them have their piece. Yeah.
Is Trinket also just standing by them while they're having this conversation?
Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to get a vibe for what's going on, because that's what I'm doing in real life.
Okay.
It's kind of like, as the conversations go, look at one person, look at the other person, like what is this energy?
I would feel like your energy currently is very much like, I really would like this to work out peacefully and everybody to be cool.
I'm pretty comfortable. Like,
Are you comfortable?
Whatever
Okay.
happens, happens. This guy has earned his right to have whatever ending he wants. If he wants a fucking fight, sure, why not? If he wants to just forget it and keep fishing, he can have it. Like, he's already said that Haven doesn't seem like something that would interest him.
And he doesn't want to go be a ClockTower agent again.
So
Hard no.
I'm already kind of zeroing in where you want to go with this.
And you're not really being threatening at all, right? No,
No.
you're big chilling, right?
I'm just trying to,
Moving slow, deliberate,
yeah.
making sure to keep them calm and relaxed.
And I'm just trying to put myself to used to you again.
Trinket. Sam, over there in the water. Do either of you like a drink?
I've never had an alcohol before.
That's not true. You had one.
I'm sorry. I've only had one alcohol before, and it made me see weird things. So
It doesn't have to be alcohol, friend.
Then yeah, actually, that'd be really lovely. Seems like bobbing, kind of. Whatever is the easiest thing. I mean, it seems like you have had plenty of time. How long have you been here?
As long as needed.
Gotcha. So, looks over at Berret like he didn't used to look like this today.
Trinket, would you like a drink?
Sure.
He'd head back into his hut, come back out, 2 coconut halves. For yours, Sam, he would have a slice of pineapple cut onto the side. Hand it to you, fresh squeezed pineapple juice. And Trinket hand you an Mai Tai with a little umbrella in there.
Captain, have you always been solo agent?
The tower has never seen it necessary for me to be with a team for long.
Well, you did a hell of a job commanding.
And you folks did all the work.
I'd never felt more useful. So I thank you for that. As Berret tries to figure out what to do with his hands and
Cross my arms? No, that seems aggressive to put him on the
and
hips.
gives you a nod and he just kind of sits down in the sand.
Berret, do you need a drink?
Yeah, that sounds great.
He'd go back into the hut. He would come out. He would hand you an empty can of Spam. And in there, in that drink, strong, clear liquid.
Thank you. I definitely won't, I'll take my time with this one.
I would recommend it. Let it warm your insides, absorb the winds,
As you
the
take
scene.
a little sippy.
Breathe in that fresh air. Free your soul from all those old memories. Yeah, give yourself a minute.
I want that settle in. As he nestles into the sand a little more and just kind of watches the bob go up and down.
For some reason, Berret, as you're sitting there with the can in your hand and you're looking out at the surf coming in and out, you just think of the backside of Grin's hair for just a second.
He's happy. He's fucking happy. He's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. Okay?
Is Berret saying that, or?
No, he's not saying that. But you see this look of self-approval on his face as he's taking another sip.
It's so fitting because it's just as hard for Berret to let Grin go now as it was for him in that fucking trench to let him go then.
Mm-hmm.
You see as the bob goes down for a moment, something catches. Magnus reels it in, sets the hook, reels it in, takes his time, lets it fight back out, brings it back in, does this for a little while. And it's close to the shore. Calmly takes your hands, puts it on the fishing rod, hands it off.
Okay. It's been a while. I got a vest for this usually, but as he starts to reel in slowly, feels like a little bit of a pull. Okay.
Berret, you hold the fishing pole and have a memory of casting the line out and hearing the better than usual guitar tune going as you feel something catch and then the line goes slack, which was probably you. But in the moment, you don't blame yourself as...
You're scaring the fish away.
Yeah, well, I'm working on a new song.
Well, could you work on it some other time? As he's recasting, in a fit.
And then, as you pull the fish in, sitting next to the cabin, you see the fish on the line, and there's that part of you that wishes for that time when you didn't catch the fish.
Sometimes, Berret, someone else has to finish the job. We all got a job to do. We all got to watch the stand. What are you doing sitting here?
I don't know. I guess I'm just checking my pockets, I guess.
It's a good place to start.
Not a great place to end.
But it ended.
It did. As he gives you a look up and down. Wish I knew how, though.
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the question. And he picks up a stick next to him, gaffs the fish on top of the head.
And then that fish is also over.
Good catch.
You did all the work. He starts to set up a fire in his spit, starts prepping the fish.
Okay, now I'm slightly intimidated.
Do you set up a fire, or do you have do you take the fish over to a campfire area that you would have had already set up?
I'd have embers, but I would have had to build the fire a little bit. Yeah, wouldn't be.
Well, I was wondering if you had a nice fire pit.
Oh yeah, there's
area.
a fire pit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice little place you got here.
I had to stand to watch for a while.
Yeah. Why did you put me in the back line? I mean, I get it. I was a little unruly at the end. But I came to my senses, and by the time the senses came around, I was put away.
And when did you come to your senses? How many times did you have to come to your senses? How many times did I stand by and smile for all the work you did? How many times, Berret?
As he mockingly counts on his fingers.
I don't think we have enough toes for that, do we?
No.
But you know what we do have enough of? Really stalwart friends who would stand by and ask for one favor. Ask that friend why you were put in the back lines, why you had to reach into your pockets. He has the answer for you. I can tell you. I granted a favor, just as I granted another favor and another to two good agents who always got the job done. Ask him your question. I did my duty.
Yes, you did. As he kind of stares into the fire for a minute.
I would like to say, given the time difference, the time jump between when the Harvest Wars ended for you and now, there probably would have been many times when you were like, why the fuck were we not allowed to do anything on that last mission? And Grin would always kind of just dismiss the question and would kind of just be like, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Wouldn't really talk about it. And now, as the captain's saying what he is, you're thinking about, you're like hyper examining every one of those conversations you had with Grin, where you're like, fuck, did he, like, he didn't lie to you, but did he actually know? I guess if he said he didn't know, then that was a lie if he had something to do with it.
I asked him, what did you say to them? And I was like, I told him what I saw on the mission. Like, so he never actually admitted, or he never actually included the information I was looking for.
And I think that is the case in every conversation, every time you asked from here up until this moment.
I guess, I don't know. I always had my suspicions and I was happy with it, but after I met your, what's the word again? Attaché. He was pretty jittery. Looked like he had a lot more information than he was willing to share. He didn't want to share anything.
You're an intense person, Berret. Think about how he felt.
I was probably the calmest I've ever been in my life.
You chased it through a field!
It was right after I just spilled my guts and was like, had a huge fucking emotional release. And I was like, hey, what the heck's going on? What's up, dude? How's it been?
To be fair, you walked outside and he was already running.
Yeah.
You didn't get to talk to him. You didn't get to start that conversation calm.
I talked
He
to
ran.
him, didn't I swear I talked to him.
No, you followed him out. He left while you were talking to the dwarf.
Oh.
And then when you went outside, he was already running. And then you were like, okay, well, now I have to chase you. I could have taken no for an answer. I would have been calm, but now I have to chase you.
Yeah.
I like Berret being like, I was the calmest I've ever been in my life. And then you being like, you chasing this man through a vineyard?
Yeah. Magnus would stop after you say that. Look over at Trinket. Trinket, you seem like a reasonable person who's observant, not one to say falsehoods. Was Berret calm that day when dealing with the attaché? Was he being reasonable and having a polite conversation? Or was he being Berret?
Honestly, I was a little distracted at the time.
Was anyone else with you, Berret?
I just keep having flashbacks of vaulting over.
Of that man looking like he's scared for his life, you being like, hey! I just want to talk.
I can't recall.
I'm gonna take that as a no. I also know that tone from you.
What tone? What tone?
You looked at Sam. Sam's like bobbing the water, like kind of throws her arm, like you do have a tone.
You see a bright pink fish go in between your legs.
Don't get hooked, dude.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna grab for it.
Oh, please do. Please.
When the mission starts over.
Are you still under the effects of levitate? You're not, right?
Lasts for an hour.
Oh, okay.
2.
You try to grab for the fish, since you're still levitating to keep yourself at the right level. You spin upside down, and then you're just stuck there, and you're just like, and then you eventually are like, and you lift yourself up, and you're just like you effectively feel like you have lifted yourself by the ankle and held yourself dripping out of the ocean, just like as a bunch of water gets flowing. As all three of you see Sam, like, well, almost drown themselves. Yeah, Sam, you're like staring embarrassed upside down at the people on the shore.
It feels like, honestly, it feels like Berret's like, yeah, and this is like a really good like family friend I had / like, this is my uncle. Me, wow, it's great to meet you. And I like trip and fall down the stairs.
Been there, done that. It's okay.
How did the three of you react to Sam almost drowning themselves in like
Yeah, he was asleep.
short moment?
Magnus, seeing as we've gone over God's fishing pole and get ready to cast, see him right himself, put the pole back down.
Does Trinket do anything? Or you just
Not
like,
a Sam. It's just a regular Sam-ism. I'm going to actually plop myself down and start making stuff with sand while we're all having this very intense conversation.
Lamp would like to be included.
I will set the lantern down next to me.
You see that lantern is fucking crazy.
I would go into the hut, come out with a small bucket and shovel, set it down next to the lantern, and just nod to the lantern very politely. Walk back over to Berret.
You got everything in there, huh? Do you have deep pockets too?
I have what I need.
You and the owl probably get along a lot, huh? Maybe not nowadays, but...
The only thing in this universe that has more to fear from me than the tower is that owl. Do not bring her up in my presence ever again.
The dude fucking Trinket just like stops with the sand and looks up with eyebrows raised. I had to explain the face because that was what happened. Just like, God.
Yikes.
Yeah, I give Jaeger, like, the side eye, like, whoa, dude.
Jaeger doesn't see you. He's laying in the hammock with a Mai Tai.
We were this close.
Eyes closed. Just...
Noted.
The sound of the shore just laughing. Sam, do you put yourself back in the water?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
It's a slow, like, get the hands there so I can kind of, like, push in to right myself.
Just like after having lifted yourself out of the water so you don't drown, just...
I'll move over back to the shore.
Okay.
Shake myself and levitate, take the water off mostly. You're east, right?
I am.
Do you have any cool spells?
Why do you ask?
Because I'm still, doing the whole agent thing, and it's nice to share knowledge sometimes. You never know when you might have the right thing at the right time to save your friends.
I can appreciate that. But I wouldn't want to alter your path and your journey. That's no longer my duty. I respect that you're on your watch. Mine ended when you walked on this beach.
I suppose so.
How long do you think it would take before other agents show up?
It doesn't matter.
I guess we've never made it that far, huh?
I mean, yeah, there would be, like a double shirking of duty?
Yeah, and who knows who the tower would send at that point.
Do you have like a list of things you want to do? I mean, I hate to just, catch you in the middle of your day, not even done yet.
It's very thoughtful of you. I've been ready to be done since those chimes went off, Berret. So you just tell me when you're ready. He finishes with the fish it's cooking, puts it onto plates for each person, hand-carved stone plates. You can see each one has inlaid cogs for each of the different armies. He hands you a tin cog plate, hands out different plates to each of you, with fresh fish on there.
Seems like it stay a little longer.
Not too much longer.
As he takes a sip from his Spam can, I look at the Spam can. Does it have any, like, embossing on it? Does it have any punched in words? Have you used this before?
Yes.
Cool. So this is going back to the tower with me then.
Your spam can? Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess technically it is a piece of media and therefore should go back to the tower.
Hopefully full of alcohol.
I just realized that means you have a lot of those. For every Harvest Wars order that you have ever received or touched, it's in your tower.
As soon as I'm done with my drink, I'm going to scratch a little cog on the bottom of my can, just so I can identify it from all the others when I get back to the tower.
All right.
And I'm going to eat my succulent fish.
Yeah, Sam's also just gonna kind of happily dig in.
He rolls out and rolls over in the hammock and just kind of looks around and goes, "It's nice here." Just grabs his fish that was left next to him and just starts eating. He goes, Yeah. I could stay here for a while.
You picked a good spot, Captain.
As always, I'm at where I need to be.
Grin picked out a really bustling spot. I don't know if I'd want to stay there forever. There's way too many people for me.
He had his reasons.
Yeah, but hopefully he's doing good.
Is your name Captain? Because we found another captain that was Captain Brian.
My rank's not even captain. Berret. Berret being Berret. I let him get away with a lot.
Okay.
So what is your name?
The name is Magnus.
What is your actual rank then? Because we don't have to captain.
I'm only a humble fisherman now.
And I just shrug.
Berret couldn't tell you if you paid him.
He just told me where to go.
Grin knew. Grin would know.
Yeah.
Huh. Alright, well. It's good meeting you. It's been a pleasure so far. I've really enjoyed myself.
Pleasure's all mine, Jaeger. And Trinket. And Sam. Are you rested? Fed? Yeah, some of the full sea air in your lungs?
Yeah.
Good. You ready to do your job?
Looks over at Berret.
What's the mission?
He starts walking down the beach.
Okay.
First, he actually heads back into his shack. Comes out with a wrapped cloth parcel. Walks you over to the gecko. Unwraps the parcel. It's a pocket watch. Golden inlay. Lays down next to the gecko cage. Before you can blink, he would take his walking staff that he has, whips it around, and crushes the watch in one fell swoop.
Fuck.
Take care of my friend here.
All right.
If you ever see me again and ask about this, just tell me no. Show me that can of Spam. And he heads back towards his fishing hut.
Yes, sir.
May you all find your peace.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Magnus. Thank you for everything you've done. Because without you, I don't think I would have met Berret here.
Pleasure is all mine. To all of you.
It's okay. We're just doing our jobs, right?
Did you leave the staff there for them to grab as well?
I would. Yeah, with the crushed watch. And the gecko waiting for his farewell.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a humane way of disposing of this frickin' gecko.
It don't take much, you can fucking kill it.
Well, I know. I mean, like, but... Like,
Yeah, he raises the
It's an
gun.
eldritch abomination.
yeah, but
It's got 3 hit points.
He's just a little guy.
helpless.
Well, they're all sitting
There's
there.
usually a little more fight to it, you know?
Well, you want to let it go? Go ahead, open the box. Open the cage.
Yeah, no, well, they're all sitting there staring at Jaeger. Goes. It fires a
Roll
shot
to hit.
into his
Don't
head.
roll a 1.
6 episodes.
14.
Okay. Roll damage.
Yeah, 5.
It's dead.
Yeah.
All of your pocket watches go and tick down by 1. It like the bullet hits it. It like goes and just like fizzles out into pixels and it's gone.
Now pause. Before we grab this stuff, I know he doesn't want to go. Do we want to? Oh, man, fuck.
This man knows what he wants.
That's fair.
Hey, Barrett, do you have like a...
We give him the option. Maybe let's spend the day. We'll spend the night here. We'll have a bonfire.
I mean, wait, I asked, do you have like a message you want to leave for him or something?
Nothing I can tell this man that he doesn't already know, or he knows everything he needs to know. He's...
If Grin was here, Grin would have been like, fuck, we're gonna spend the beach day, we're gonna take this guy, like, this guy is not a problem, he's not even a disto. Like, this is the easiest reclaim mission you've ever had.
Maybe like a symbol you guys used? Would that have been like disrespectful to leave here? Like, I don't...
Well, it's...
Did Magnus walk up the beach, or are you still just listening to them talk about this?
Magnus walked off.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's ready, he doesn't care.
No, he's back in his hammock. He's already taking nap time.
Look, all I'm saying is we just spend the day. Maybe the night. We wake up in the morning, leave fresh and out.
Hey, if you ever want to like taste stuff or just enjoy the moment.
Yeah. How often do we get to enjoy this? And he points off at like the fucking like beach.
You see the
area.
sunset, dude. Like the sunset over the horizon of the ocean. The sky turning colors. Berret's seen 100 sunsets, uncountable sunsets. But Sam and Jaeger, this is the first like beach sunset you've ever seen, and it like it's an incomprehensible wonder for the two of you. Trinket, maybe you've seen a few, but like this is.
The clouds are like all fluffy and they're floating by. You see the fucking sun coming by. It's turning like slightly purple.
The whole sky is like pink and orange and purples. It's.
Jaeger's just like, Jaeger's got really good eyes. Jaeger's got really, really good eyes, and he's just like staring, like photocopying this picture in his own head, like. I'm going to go get firewood along the edge of the trees.
Sure.
And with that, he walks off and go collect.
Sam is going to take the time, and probably higher up, so when he has washed away, is going to slowly, kind of methodically, draw patterns in the sand using his ClockTower weapon to make like glass, basically. Just small stuff at first, but like kind of gonna do a big circle in numbers. Gonna make kind of like.
Do you have a spell for making the sand into glass, or are you like firing your ClockTower weapon?
I would just fire my ClockTower weapon and see if that would.
That just kind of makes a big puff of sand.
Damn.
I mean, you could like draw a picture with it, but also you'd be like, just making little explosions.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have. Oh yeah, I guess you could look in your pockets for things, but.
Flamethrower. That would have been handy.
Hi. I don't think I have anything for that actually. I mean, a butane torch. No, I think in that case, stuff with my no, I'm gonna take a big. I'm gonna set up. I'll do it a different way then. Set up a big kind of like array, like a circle of palm fronds, and then carve numbers into them that way to make a little circle. And then just write like a little message. Like if you start on one, kind of a couple letters on each one to make a little message of you in the full circle. Kind of wraps around.
What does the message say?
I think the message says.
Keep in mind, there's only so much you can do with palm fronds in a big circle, but yes. He's already trying the palm frond plan. He spent a couple hours shooting the ground. Now he's trying to figure out how to do the palm frond plan.
Same as nothing enough.
It's getting dark.
Yeah. Just trying to write like I can't see. It's all misspelled. I think the message says all paths lead to home.
Okay. Trinket, are you going to do anything with Lamp now that you're in literally a deserted island?
burnt down this man's haven.
I don't think so though. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Like, realistically, you could, like, stand in the water and cast towards the ocean.
But like, I know that I can do a fireball.
True.
I'm not just gonna start shouting random spells and hoping it happens. Like,
Go, Web!
You were also really angry when you casted fireball.
That's
yeah,
true.
it might
Wow,
be like
very
a.
serene situation.
I think I might have to like happen when it happens. I might not be able to force it to. The new knowledge won't just appear on its own. I would be put in just extreme stress to learn new spells. Actually,
Well, are you going to try and do your original plan that you decided not to do in the clock tower because the clock tower sleeping is cursed? Do you want to, like, sit and meditate with Lamp?
I mean, like, how long are we staying here?
Probably for the night.
For the night.
I mean, like, for now, I'm just gonna chill out,
Okay.
sit with the lamp, make more stuff. I'm gonna try to make a sand sculpture that in the morning it'll still be there, like big enough that.
What are you making a sculpture of?
How artistic am I? Like, how good am I at making stuff?
You just took a really like a god class, like
Literally.
pottery.
I would say probably, I don't know how creative Trinket is, but I would say, like, skill-wise in, like, clay on a spinning wheel, probably a slightly above average.
I'm gonna make the lizard. I'm gonna sculpt
Okay.
the lizard, but big,
Okay.
but huge. So
Roll
I'm
to see
gonna-
how you do.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give
look
you.
at this little
I'll
dead
give you
lizard,
advantage.
and I'm gonna sculpt it.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, it's great.
Hell yeah.
It's like actually really impressively good.
That's what I
there's-
spend the evening doing. before
There's a
I-
part. There's a part where you like get some of the wet sand and you're trying to get it to stay, but it's getting cold, so the sand isn't drying in a way that you want. And Lamp is like, "We could help." And you kind of just like hold Lamp up, and it just dries it out a little bit, and then Lamp, you like feel more connected to Lamp a little bit, and Lamp is like, "Yeah." And then like as you're sculpting, you just use that a little bit more, and Lamp is just like,
We're doing it. Yeah. But then once that's done and everything, I will probably, I'm gonna sleep at some point. So that is the plan.
Berret is gonna skip some rocks.
"How is Berret doing?"
I think that's what Berret's trying to figure out.
Because, like, this has been a lot of revelation in, like, a short amount of time. It's like you've seen the captain again, and you've got to be the person to take the captain's weapon, which in and of itself kind of sucks. Because you got to do the same shit to him that happened to Grin, but he's asking for it. The same Grin asked for it. And
I
you're
didn't
doing the
even
same
bother
thing.
talking him out of it or anything. It was
No,
just like,
there'd be no point. Just like there was no point with Grin.
that's
And
what. And Sam was like, "Why don't you leave a message?" I'm like,
there's no point.
"There's no point."
And now, and like, you also now have to deal with the idea of like, did Grin maybe lie to you? Or like, lie by omission? Like, did Grin, is he the reason you weren't on that mission? It's like, it's not outside of the realm of possibility for Grin to want to keep you guys safe.
Yeah, I mean,
He just almost lost you like you almost lost him.
yeah, I'd be dead in Teddy's tower if it weren't for Grin. I'd be dead along. Fucking
Yeah,
tower.
Grin's intuition always panned out.
Yeah, which I'm making my peace with, as I kind of skip the rock a little harder. Just gotta make your peace with it. As he like tries to picture himself making peace somewhere, trying to fathom up any location, time, whatever, theme, and Berret is like a little annoyed that he can't think of anything. He can't think of a place that he'd want to settle down in. Like, heck, even like Haven, it's just, it comes with baggage. Like everything, it's perfect in every way, obviously. But
Is Berret just kind of annoyed that cosmic universes that you've witnessed, there's never a place for him?
it's like, would I be happier if I forgot? I don't know. We'll never know. No one knows. So Berret's just gonna keep marching. He's gonna keep doing his thing. He's going to see over this ragtag little group that he now lovingly calls a family as he runs out of rocks to throw.
Are you gonna wait the rest of the night as everybody is kind of like slowing down? Like Trinket is finishing this big sculpture, and Sam has finished some sort of palm from thing. You're not sure what Sam's doing. And Jaeger is also kind of sitting up on the beach. It kind of looks like everybody is just, it's getting kind of cold now.
We were planning on sleeping the night, right?
Yeah, Jaeger's been collecting firewood this entire time. So now that he has a sort of a bonfire set up with like extra wood set aside as well, he's gonna be like, does anyone have any way to light this?
Maybe. Hold on. Sam's gonna like reach into their pockets really quick. 6.
Pull out like a tinder box, and you're like, oh yeah, and then you open up, there are breath mints inside.
Shit. All right. Yeah. Sam's like popping out like,
Like a kid who didn't think that was how that was gonna taste. Just like,
ooh, piece of candy.
Betrayed me.
Wasn't gonna reach again. 8.
You feel something kind of slimy and slick in your pocket.
Pat them. Wipe their hand off. No, I don't
You've got some
nothing.
sort of black oil on your hand that you're like, oh, it's so hard to get off.
Just like stick your hand in the sand and like sandy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to ask Magnus. I ain't got nothing.
As they're talking about if anybody has a way to light the fire, Lamp is like, huh?
Oh, I can wait. Hang on.
I was kind of like eyeing Trinket like.
I was really paying attention, and then like the lamp indicates, and I'm like, oh. So I will go and help light the fire with the lamp.
You're just gawking at your sculpture.
Well, I'm literally really focused, and then when I'm finished, I'm just admiring it. Yeah.
So as you're admiring it, and you're like, what? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
You go over to the like little campfire, and you hold up Lamp, and you're kind of like, fuck. How do I do it though? Like, it's almost like when you do things with Lamp, like when you were angry. It was like Lamp kind of got the idea and did it for you. It wasn't so much like casting a spell as kind of just letting it happen. It was like you and Lamp were both aligned in what you wanted, and then you just did it.
Yeah.
And same with the like, Lamp was having a great time when you were sculpting with it, and you were like, fuck, I would really like this to dry. And Lamp is kind of like, Lamp? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh yeah, aligned in our goals, Lamp.
Yeah.
So as you hold up Lamp, it's kind of like, Lamp is like, fire? Like,
Fire for warmth, please.
yeah. And Lamp, you feel the like, sort of acknowledgement from Lamp as you're holding it. And it's not difficult. And you kind of just like, a little spark comes out of Lamp, and it lights up the flame. And at first, the spark that comes out of Lamp looks like Olm's fire.
I was like so ready for it to be a full fireball right now. Like,
No, it's just a little fire, but as soon as it touches the like wood of this world, it kind of just turns into a normal fire.
Okay.
And you think that if like maybe the first stick that got hit by that little flame got hit by the like cosmic fire of Olm, but then it turned into fire that's in the rest of the world and was like put out. That's why the fire that you casted at the principal kind of hit him real hard and dissipated into just nothing else. And you realize that like, as long as you're wielding Lamp and you guys are both just working together for a common goal, it's not hard. You can light small things on fire at will with Lamp. What do you guys do as you have sort of a bonfire night?
Hey, question, guys.
Yeah?
Haven aside, what does your guys' retirement look like?
Oh, I can't retire.
Yeah.
I got too many things to do. Plus, I don't know. I fell asleep on the couch and I kind of saw, I don't know. It just felt like something that I thought was handled wasn't, and I need to make sure that's cleaned up first before it's over. I don't think I ever can retire, and if I do, it'd be...
Well, I'm not saying retire right now. I'm just saying, what would your retirement look like if you did?
work? I don't know.
What about you, Jaeger?
I don't want to bring the mood down.
It's okay, Jaeger. I mean, we're gonna ask heavy questions. I'll have some heavy questions to ask anyways. Where else but paradise?
Yeah.
I don't think about retirement because I don't think I'm going to make it.
Well, judging how last mission went, I'd say that's pretty likely, but
It is what it is. It's fine.
I'll be keeping you on close watch, though, from here on out.
You're terrible at that. Don't do that, please.
What about you, Trinket?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of worlds that I like enough that I think I'd want to necessarily stay there forever. Like, I really liked your last mission. It was a lot of fun, but it was also, I felt like a stranger in a strange place. So if I ever found a place where I didn't feel that way, maybe. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to keep doing this forever. Like, who else is gonna? I mean, I have this. I hold up the lantern. Like,
Right.
I can't just like leave this.
No.
I have to figure out what this is, what to do with this, what I'm doing with this first. Very complicated. So it's hard for me to think about stopping when it's like I have not only you guys, but this thing that I have to take care of. Like, someone else can't have it. I have to make sure no one else gets it.
True.
So that's like half of what I'm thinking most of the time.
Right.
So
And it wouldn't do any good just sitting in the tower for all eternity.
And not only that, but if you did get out, could you take it with you? And would it count as the clock tower?
I gotta know what would happen. Yeah.
Trinket, while you're gesturing, like holding Lamp up to illustrate your point, you feel Lamp say something along the lines of, Lamp, not thing. We prefer Lamp.
Say thing, I mean, like, you are not. I'm not gonna argue with you right now.
Talking to our friends right now.
Otherwise, I was just watching Trinket argue with that, like,
Yeah, the only thing
When
I
you-
could think of would be,
Do this to me.
I mean, I guess Haven could use them, but
I don't know. And the thing is, like, no one else can. Like, you guys can't really touch this thing.
no.
It's literally part of me. It is literally, my pocket watch is part of the frame of this lantern. Like, this is literally part of me. So I don't even know if I can retire. I'm not even a whole person.
Maybe another torch wielder.
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't-
That was the side
Yeah,
hustle.
I don't know. And I would be afraid of just leaving it in the tower, because, I mean, now the owl just hangs out there?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to figure that.
And
Do you think the Let Own could? No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind.
no, the last time they
never mind.
touched, the bad stuff happened.
Yeah.
yeah, I think about trying it again, but I don't, maybe not in the tower.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know,
if we
launch it.
decide to take it on a mission again, we could see if we could, like, eat it and then run.
You get a feeling from Lamp, like Lamp's like, we could do it.
I know.
Let could always do it.
Yeah, Lamp is up for anything, really, so.
I'm down for whatever.
Sam like kind of turns around. Barret, what happened, man?
You're talking about the Harvest Wars, or what?
I mean, a little, but like something really bad happened.
Oh yeah, we're agents, dude. Like, that's our calling in life.
Yeah, we've been through bad things, really bad things, but like, I know you don't want to talk about that stuff. I mean, I'm sure you did with the meeting, and I'm glad you did, but like,
Well, what I said at the meeting was, it wasn't even any, like, I didn't even talk about anything bad. I was talking about me accepting the good. So, I guess that's why I can't think of retirement either. Because it doesn't really, I don't want to just give up. And I don't even know anymore. But I'm happy where I am. I'm happy with you guys. As irritating as you guys can be sometimes, I'm equally as irritating from what I understand. So thanks for putting up with me. Sorry if I'm a mood killer sometimes. I'm working on my speech, working on my talking with people.
Yeah,
Might be a long ride though, guys, so bear with me.
Sam like gives you a smile, like, haha, funny pun.
Oh, ha ha ha.
I don't know. I just think retirement's a really scary thought. I think just because you're not giving up, right? It's just Maybe it's the fact that you're so used to forever going, forever doing. And we can do things over usually forever. So just having to say, no, stop moving. Now let the world stop turning. That's a scary thought, man.
Yeah.
I don't... Tim like shakes her head.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. I was starting to feel a little crazy, especially since I figured Captain would go to the end of his days in a blaze of glory. I'm surprised he actually survived the wars. I thought he would be frontline. Who knows? He may have been. I'll never know. I guess I'll never know my end either. We're gonna just keep rolling the dice.
Yeah.
See what we get.
Keep fixing the unfixable.
Definitely job security. We got job security.
Well, yeah, but also, you know, if we just stop, there's like literally 1,000 infinite versions of ourselves in the wings being like, just fail, just stop. Right?
Right.
You know, I do have a thing. If I ever did quit, I want to make sure I did it with somebody. Every time we run into an agent who's quit, they're always alone. They're always by themselves. I never want to do that. We came up together, and now it feels wrong to be alone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That makes sense, right?
That makes perfect fucking sense.
Okay. All right.
I mean, this is a bad example, but still nice. Like, Teddy and Mikhail had each other,
Exactly.
and they rode that train for as long as it took them, from what I understand.
I would really love to make Haven an option for everyone, if we can.
If we could.
So that way, agents like us don't have to be alone if they don't want to keep working anymore.
It's always an option for us, but everyone else.
Because, heck, even if we quit all at the same time, would we even know each other? Would we even like each other? I can tell you right now, no one likes me with what I say, so...
We like you, Barrett. Don't be like that.
Well, yeah, that's because, we have infinite tries. But if you didn't know me right off the bat...
I mean, technically, with each other, we don't. With each other, it's always continually moving on.
Mm-hmm. We
It's still like you fine.
We don't get to restart.
Yeah.
We just
Not
got to
with each
know
other.
you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But you know what I mean when we restart. You guys are basically stuck with me until I do quit.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be a lot different if we didn't like you.
Yeah. You're a lot quieter.
Sorry, we like you. Gosh.
But
I think it's just, you're hurting, man. You are hurting, and still are, and that's okay. I mean, I'm still hurting. We're all still hurting. Just gotta put that hurt together right ways.
I don't want to see it as hurting as more as I'd like to see it as healing. And if healing hurts, so be it.
It's a good way of looking at it.
As Berret just kind of just panders into the fire and stares at its magic.
There's something that kind of resonates with you as you say, if healing hurts, then so be it. That makes you, think of the captain and how much older and how long he's been on this beach.
Right. He could have dropped here immediately after the wars and just been stewing this whole time. I don't even know.
Yeah, but now he seemed like he knows exactly what he's about.
Yeah. He seems completely at peace with everything except the owl, maybe.
As you think about just a couple feet away from you on the edge of the fire where his staff is, it's the only thing left for him to be done, actually.
I don't think we need the whole night.
I don't think so either. I think I'm done with retirement for now. As he sits up and pats his ass off the sand.
Let's call it an early vacation instead of retirement.
Yeah.
While everyone kind of stands up, Sam's gonna kind of silently, knowing the things are kind of coming to a close, gonna silently kind of walk over and get in the water one last time. Just look up at space.
It's cold now.
It's really fucking...
You hear a fish splashing, but you can't see it.
You know, like silently just float and look up.
You hope it's a fish.
Either I'm gonna be on the couch or I'm gonna be on the couch.
Yeah, your stink eyes in the water like, no.
Well, if you'd let me do the honors, as he marches over to the staff, cane, staff. Here's to you, Captain, and grabs it.
And as you pick up the staff, you hear the tower chime in the distance. You're back in the tower. And we see, at a different time, in a different place, in an office bunkered during the Harvest Wars, as crow bombs make small parts of dust sort of filter off the roof and sort of shake the place. Alone in the office with all the chaos sounding outside that is only occasionally going. Not constant sound of gunfire or war, but just the occasional shot. And as he's been called so many times throughout this, Magnus's attaché, the man you saw in Haven, turns and looks at the only other person in this room, Magnus, and says, "Sir, what if this doesn't work?"
Then we try something else, and we keep going.
And he seems to like think about that for a moment with the distant explosions and the long silences. And then the chimes of the mission being over. And he looks at Magnus and doesn't know what to say, knowing that everything is ending and that he might never see this man he spent almost every day with for most of the war at this point. As in the corner of the room, your chief looks at you as well.
I salute them. I hold the salute, and I wait.
They both do. The attaché is crying. He can't not. He's trying not to. And then you're back in the tower, alone. And for a second, it's over. And then you see yourself in the mirror. And you see all of the scars that you got, that you had earned in the Harvest Wars, all the time spent, all the age and wear on your face, gone. Square one, all over again, like every other mission. And to the right, on your empty trophy shelves, that over in the corner, there is a pile of discarded and just a massive pile of trophies turned to trash. You see a framed picture of the Reaper on a shelf.
He would be sitting on that couch and be flooded with the memories of each and every single agent who will never make it back to their tower, who he had to use like a tool to get the mission accomplished. All of the hatred for the tower, that it had to use them as those tools and him as that wielder would come flooding through. And that silent scream he would hold in, and he'd remember he doesn't have to anymore when no one else is around to see it, and he would let it rip forth. As the scream echoes through the walls of the tower, he would get up, grab the picture off the wall, throw it into the corner, slap his hand onto the clock tower, and step through the mirror without a second thought.
As Magnus steps out through the mirror onto a beach.
So be it. I'll wait here until I have to finish my duty.
Hey, it's me, Ellie again. I know I've said it before, but thank you to our dear friend Jason for making the trip out to record this arc with us. It was exactly what I wanted it to be, and I couldn't be happier with this arc and the show as a whole. We have a lot of cool things in store for this season, and I can't wait for you to continue this journey with us. But now, with Wasteland fast approaching, I must announce that this episode ending also begins our annual hiatus. As most of you know, much of the cast attends an event called Wasteland Weekend in September, and due to the large amount of effort we put in as a camp, we wouldn't be able to keep the deadlines for the show going. We are, however, still working on the show in the background, and the continued support is what keeps the show going during these hiatuses. So please, use this time to tell your friends to get caught up and get ready for our next arc that will be released on October 17th. And if you want to hang out with the cast, you're always able to come say hi to us at Wasteland Weekend or talk to us on our Discord. We always like hearing about fans of the show and what you think of it, so I can't wait to talk to you. Now, on to credits. Berret was played by Bink. Sam was played by Cal. Trinket was played by Kball. Jaeger was played by Trent. Grin was played by Andrew Ender Smith. Magnus was played by our friend Jason Moore. And I, Ellinthris, was the DM. The editing of the show is done by Cal and myself. Thank you, Cal, for all the work you do to keep the show going. The voice of our disclaimer is Valik Donahew. All music from Season 1 of ClockTower and some additional songs for Season 2 made by Who's Music. If you want to learn more about the art behind ClockTower, we have an art and animation YouTube channel. The ClockTower test on our website was programmed by LeMay. If you would like to join the ClockTower community, you can go to our Discord server where fans and the cast alike are able to chat. The show is funded by patrons on our Patreon. Thank you for all your constant and continued support. If you would like to donate to help the show keep going, head over to our Patreon. All the websites to Valik, Who's, LeMay, and others, as well as all of our ClockTower links, can be found in the episode description or on our website, clocktoweragent.com. And thank you again for listening. ClockTower Season 2, Episode 63, will be out for all of our early episode patrons on October 17th, and will release publicly on October 24th. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the ClockTower.